for coming today. This is totally off my remarks, but if you look to the side and behind me, these are the people that are really responsible for the building you see before you today. I'm an elementary teacher, so would our architects from La Valley Brensinger please raise your hands? Our project manager, Lero Hill, please raise your hands. And our construction team, CTA Construction, please raise your hands. Boy, I wrote my remarks, but I'm deviating right away. That's what I tend to do. I just want to say, I was not part of the building project for the high school at that time in my career. I don't know, I was either still a teacher or I was principal of Stanley School, but I have never worked with a team so cohesive, so honest with each other in construction meetings every week, so pro-owner. And so this is my limited experience with a new construction, but if this is what everyone's experience could be like with this team, then buildings would go up in Massachusetts and schools would go up much quicker. So one more round of applause for this team. I'm thrilled to be here with all of you as we officially dedicate this amazing facility. This building isn't just a collection of bricks and mortar. It truly reflects our community's strength and the power of working together. As we reflect on the process that got us here today, you will hear 4 words pop up continually, and with good reason: on time and on budget. That is no small accomplishment, especially with a project of this scope. But here we are today celebrating the tireless work and unyielding dedication that went into planning, designing, and building this school that symbolizes the future of Swampscott and, most importantly, our children's future. 10 years ago, when I first became superintendent, I stepped into an elementary school building project just months away from a vote. We all know how that ended. From the moment that vote failed, one person came forward and, as is their nature, wanted to immediately get back to the drawing board, analyzing why it failed, what we could do better, and the unanticipated challenges we perhaps didn't face head-on. For the last 10 years, this person has dedicated themselves to building a new elementary school, spending almost every waking moment championing this beautiful building that stands before you today. In addition to all her other responsibilities, Suzanne Wright stepped into the school committee building chair role. She has worked tirelessly, embracing difficult conversations and meetings and advocating for the needs of our youngest learners. Thank you, Suzanne, for all you've done to complete this project. There are many others to recognize and honor here today, and I will leave that to Suzanne. However, there are a few others that I would be remiss if I didn't mention. Thank you to the MSBA for giving us a second chance. And I've already thanked them, but I'm thanking them again. Thank you to the best team we could have ever had, project managers Lero Hill, La Valley Brensinger Architects, and CTA Construction. And thank you to all of you for supporting this project for our youngest learners. And now I'd like to turn it over to Suzanne Wright to say a few words.
This is so exciting. On behalf of the Swampscott School Building Committee, I want to welcome all of you to the newest and the best elementary school in Massachusetts. My heart is filled with so much pride today, and I hope yours all are as well. I feel so much pride in Swampscott's commitment to building something this amazing. This is Swampscott's largest investment ever, and we did it for our youngest citizens. I feel pride in the fact that despite our ups and downs on the long, very long path to get here, we all came together to overwhelmingly support our children. For some, this school is going to support your children, but for most of us, it'll support other people's children. But no matter what, we all benefit from this generous gift to our town. So thank you, everyone. I'm also overflowing with gratitude today, and really, well, every day leading up to this day. I'm grateful for the hundreds of people who gave themselves, especially this team, to make this a reality. I need to start my thanks with the 15 other members of our school building committee. They committed more than 5 years, dozens and dozens, and then dozens more, meetings, discussions, decisions, budget and schedule reviews. It's a talented group with diverse backgrounds and experiences, each of which shaped the school. And I want to individually announce our members. You guys jump up and down, wave your hands, whatever. You met Pam. I think Martha Raymond. I'm not sure she's here. Cheryl Herrick Stella. Max Casper. Latanya Mackey-Knowles. Peter Spelios. Kevin Breen, who also helped build our high school. Eric Stewart. Michael McClung. Scott Burke. Christina Colella. Jose Alvarado. Tim Cooper. Eric Schneider. Bob Bell. And our town administrator back here, Sean Fitzgerald. I want to take a quick moment to single out Max Casper, our town facilities director, and Latanya Mackey-Knowles. And Latanya Mackey-Knowles, our school's director of technology, digital learning, and innovation. These two literally took on a second job by overseeing and being involved in almost every detail. No, strike that, every detail of this project. I've never seen dedication and focus like what these two brought. We're so grateful to have you on this project, and we're so fortunate that you're leading the way in Swampscott. I feel grateful to our educators, from all staff to the superintendent, the school, our teachers, our principals, our school leadership team, for ensuring that this building reflects the best educational opportunities for our students. This building is a true collaboration of visions and ideas. I feel immense gratitude to the Yes campaign, many of you who are here. Wow, what a campaign we had, and what a group of dynamic people who will ever forget the hundreds of lawn signs that we had to plant around town, the thousands of phone calls, the door knocks, all resulting in a resounding 65% yes vote for Swampscott's children. This building would not be here without the tireless advocacy of the Yes campaign. Okay, on to some other really important people. This is the first building I've ever built, so trust me when I tell you how grateful I am to Lever Hill, our owner's project manager. Their entire team was amazing, but I have to specifically express my gratitude to Trevor Fuse and Andy Vo. Come to the front, not the back. Come to the front, not the back, boys. All right, these two doggedly micromanaged every cent, every decision, and every project detail for the town of Swampscott. I'm especially grateful to these two for knowing that you guys were losing sleep over this project, so I didn't have to. So thank you. I have immense gratitude to our project architect, Lee Sherwood. Where's Lee? Come on up. Come on down. Lee's from LaValle Brenzinger Architects. Lee, you had a lot of armchair architects. We were always sharing our ideas on everything like size, shape, color. You patiently waded through all of our Farm League architectural and design decisions. And you still managed to create for us this beautiful building that's the best educational facility we could provide to our children and our educators. Thank you. I'm also very grateful for David Harris of LBA. If everyone had a David Harris, you guys, this world would be a far better run place. There isn't a single detail, a single screw, a single brick, a single light that David is not intimately aware of. David, thank you for your focus on the details, details, details. You are such a large part of why and how we got here on time and on budget. Thank you. Also, immense gratitude to our contractor, CTA Construction. The entire CTA team back here, you guys were amazing. Pam said it so well about your commitment. But I just want to say we are so grateful for the quality of work, the dedication to detail, your patience with us, and your focus and commitment to ensuring this building was completed on time and on budget. Thanks to you and the many subcontractors and vendors you brought that made this all possible. And I have a special, sincere shout out to Jared Smith. Come here. Jared was our construction manager, and he was another person that allowed me to sleep. And Jared, I want to sincerely thank you for carrying this building on your back. I'm grateful for the MSBA. Your faith in us through thick and thin, your guidance and your financial support mean everything to us. I'm grateful for the support of Senator Creighton and Representative Armini for their push in the State House for increased MSBA funding, which resulted in an extra $5.6 million for the town of Swampscott. Finally, I'm grateful to National Grid, a Mass Save sponsor. This school was the first to go through the net zero new construction pathway for National Grid. They supplied guidance and expertise, and as well as energy efficiency incentives to the tune of $1.6 million for us. Behind you all on the fields and the parking lots, we have 86 geothermal wells supplying our school with clean and affordable energy. So this school is not only good for our children's education, but also good for our environment. So as you all can probably tell by now, I'm so proud and grateful for this building and our entire team. The collaboration, compromise, humility, responsiveness, work ethic, and dedication of this building team everyone here is unparalleled. There is no team but CTA, LBA, Leroy Hill, and SBC that could have created on time and on budget such a beautiful building filled with joy and promise. So please accept my heartfelt thank you to every single person who was involved with the building of the Swampscott Elementary School. Thank you all. Oh, and I'm really happy to introduce Lori Sanborn, who is the lucky principal of this awesome building.
We did it. I should just drop the mic and walk away. The on-time opening of Swampscott Elementary School was the result of a team effort. Every single staff member played a role. Administrative assistants, custodians, teachers, administrators, ESPs, tutors, kindergarten aides, food service workers, police officers, and firefighters all offered unwavering support on a daily basis. And they still do. I could not be more proud of our SES team and the incredible culture we have already created. Within our walls, we are already experiencing joy and making memories. Just the other day, one of my kindergartners' faces was beaming as he held up his cheese quesadilla and told me, "Boss, you gotta try this." On Thursday, another kindergarten student called me over to his table and said, "Miss Sanborn, you glow." My heart warmed. This statement caused me to pause, look around at our astonishing cafeteria, and take in the moment. Here's what I saw. Kindergarten aide Tip Salim smiling as she helped one of our students open a carton of milk. Dean of Students, Mary Powers, shining as she discovered a sibling connection, and a sea of students belly laughing. Here at SES, we all glow. Before my time on the mic is complete, I would like to extend gratitude to some very special individuals. To Superintendent Angelakis and Principal Kalishman, thank you both for being the most influential teachers and mentors in the game of education. To Director of Facilities, Max Kasper, thank you for coming every single time I call and for solving all of our problems instantaneously. To administrative assistants, Kate Curtis, Jenna Moore, and Jamie McAssey, who listen to all of my thousands of ideas and make them attainable. Thank you. To administrators, Mary Powers and Jason Knowles, my Scottie Pippins. Thank you for having my back and giving love, guidance, and courage to all of our 734 students. To Officer Brian Wilson and Officer Kevin Reen, thank you for standing with me and helping me climb my personal Everest of dismissal. The universe threw every challenge at us imaginable to test our resilience. Even 2 broken down cars at dismissal were no match for us. Officer Reen single-handedly pushed one through the entire yellow lot. And to crossing guard Rose Kelly. When I was asked by Max Kasper and Officer Wilson what I needed to make dismissal a success, without hesitation, I responded, "Give me Rose Kelly." Road exudes the feeling of home. Imagine being a student, entering the school property, and getting that welcome. to start their day. Luckiest kids in the world. And speaking of kids, I want to thank my own three, Emmy, Ryder, and Casey, for sharing your mom. And my two saints, my parents, Nanny and Biggie, who step in while I'm here. Thank you for your patience, flexibility, and spirit. My family empowers me to be the best leader I can be. Every night before bed, Ryder tells me how proud he is of me. And that's how I get to spend my days, with someone like Rose at the beginning, 734 incredible students in the middle, and my Ryder at the end. I tell people all the time that life is a team sport, and it matters who is on your team. Well, I have the best one ever assembled. And thank you, and I'm so excited to show you our school. And it is an honor to announce the next speaker, Mary Pichetti, MSBA Executive Director.
Good morning, everyone. Beautiful day for ribbon cutting. I'm so thrilled to be here. Thank you for having such a beautiful day. On behalf of Treasurer Goldberg, Chief Executive Officer Jim McDonald, and the MSBA, I want to be able to congratulate you on the opening of this great new building. I do have prepared remarks, but after listening to those three women speak, I think they've said it all. It's really amazing to hear when a community has come together, when a team has come together. You know, I wanted to be able to congratulate Swampscott and its team, Hill, Lavallee, Brenzinger, and CTA, but they've already done it. And it warms MSBA's heart, always, to hear that the teams are getting along and staying mission-focused, because it is about those 734 students that are walking in and out of this building every day. I commend the district for choosing a compact footprint, for using geothermal wells as their heat source, and remaining committed to a carbon-free and net zero building. Swampscott, as you heard, is one of 30 districts in Massachusetts whose project took place at the height of inflationary pressures brought on by the pandemic. Congratulations to the town and its project team for being able to maintain the educational program and its essential elements and stay within its budget. In recognition of the increasing construction costs, your legislative delegation advocated for legislation that passed in October of 2023, providing relief for those 30 districts that experience this unanticipated inflation. And as you heard, as a result, the MSBA board was able to approve an increase to the original grant, adding an additional over $5 million for an estimated maximum grant of approximately $39.7 million towards this new facility. I would ask you again to show your appreciation for the support and advocacy from our partners in the legislature for being both strong proponents for Swampscott, this project, and the MSBA. So let's hear it for Rep. Armini. But what we've heard here this morning from each of the speakers is that it's a team. It's the local leadership, it's the committee representatives, it's the taxpayers, it's the administration, it's the teachers, it's the students, all together making this commitment in the future for Swampscott students, present and future. So I'll close just by saying it's our honor to be here. I can't wait to see the building, and congratulations to all of you. And so it's my honor to turn the mic over to Representative Armini.
Good morning, everyone. I am so grateful to be here on behalf of our wonderful State Senator, Brendan Crichton. I want to express my deep, deep gratitude to everyone behind me for pulling off this incredible, incredible learning space. There is no more hopeful, joyful, powerful, exciting, impactful, inspiring, dividend-producing investment government at any level can make than building a new school. Nothing. What we are seeing here represents the very best of Swampscott's and the state's collective efforts, and it is fabulous. Now, this is certainly a far cry from the town's first school, which you may or may not know, opened 210 years ago this year. The building measured 25 by 30 feet, which is a little smaller than the 150,000 square feet we have here. History tells us it was brought by 10 yoke of oxen. Now, here's the dirty little secret. Swampscott's first school was purchased and brought from Marblehead. Alan Rowe was the first teacher, and he had no clue that an historic rivalry would be born right in his classroom on Wales Beach. Now, on a more serious note, it's dazzling to think of all that will be born in these classrooms. Learning that may lead to solutions to the climate crisis, cures for our most intractable diseases, great works of art. But importantly, it's also the everyday human interactions that will transform lives here. Lifelong friendships, small kindnesses that will ease burdens and lift spirits, joy and laughter that echo in the halls. I wish all of that for our students, teachers, and administrators. Enormous thanks to those who had the foresight and the fortitude to bring a vision to life, a sustainable vision that uses geothermal and other climate technologies to run this building, making it nearly net zero. There are so many heroes among us. You've met some of them. The school building committee, led by the fearless Suzanne Wright, Superintendent Angelakis and her team, town administration, Max Casper, MSBA, all of the architects and builders. And yes, the Massachusetts legislature, and of course, parents and citizens who worked so hard to make the Vote Yes campaign a resounding success. I hope you will always, always look at this building with unending pride and incredible hope for what's happening within its walls. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce our next speaker. You all know him, I'm sure. Town Administrator Sean Fitzgerald.
What a beautiful day. Thank you, everybody, for being here on a Sunday. Wow. This is such a fun event. The work that goes into making sure a school like this, through a pandemic, through a supply chain, mind-boggling cost, affecting cycle is just incomprehensible. It's inconceivable that we could get through this on time and on budget, but extraordinary decisions had to be made. Max, I want to thank you for saying no to so many people that wanted us to overexpend the budget and to make this more complicated. I want to thank our building committee for truly being one of the most talented groups any community could ever have. Our MSBA partners, it is so difficult for a community to vote down a project in 2014 and then just a couple years later among 351 cities and towns with failing schools and challenges say, take us back. Trust us. Trust us to be the partner that our children deserve. We're here because of our children. They deserve in this country to have awesome schools that inspire them to the future. Not every community has this, and you should celebrate this, that every child in Swampscott, every child that we are going to inspire to achieve their potential gets to do it in this state-of-the-art school. It only happens because we have individuals that believe that we must be the change that we want to see. That's a quote from Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change. Be passionate. Don't give up. Suzanne Wright, you are the change. You know, there's a lot of people that deserve credit. Raise your hand if you supported this school. Raise your hand if you did the work and you went out and talked to neighbors. You feel great about that because there's always going to be people, and it's okay, that worry that, we can't do it. It's too costly. It's too difficult. And Jenny, thank you for bringing up Marblehead. 3 years ago, Swampscott's average single-family tax bill became less than Marblehead's. Come on! We had to make really difficult decisions in Swampscott financially. More complicated to get into on a beautiful day like today, but we did it because of dedicated finance committee members, dedicated select board members, and school administrators to make sure that we balance the priorities for a complicated town. So celebrate this, enjoy it. Let's get some refreshments and move on with our wonderful Sunday. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, everybody. We didn't coordinate our speeches, so there are 2 more people I'd like to shout out here today. In 2014, we were with Hill International, and Paul Callis, please step forward, and he was guiding me through that process. Paul is from Lero Hill, and he and I talked about how fitting it is that we actually went into the second project together and had a successful project. So I personally want to thank Paul Callis for all his guidance in the last 10 years. And someone else who just snuck in was with us from the very beginning when we were closing Stanley School and moving to the swing space. She is the mover extraordinaire, and then she helped us move all of the things ready to come into this building, Sue McCann from Hill International. In closing, I want to say this. On September 23rd, 2022, Trevor and I stood on the Stanley School field, and I have video of the Stanley School being demolished. September 23rd, 2022. December 13th, 2022, we did the groundbreaking right over there. It is September, actually August we started, of 2024, and we were on time and on budget. That deserves to be celebrated. As we open this space, let's commit ourselves to envisioning and realizing its endless possibilities. May it become a hub of progress and innovation where new ideas can thrive and dreams can take flight. I'd like to restate my sincere appreciation for everyone who's played a role, any role, in the success of this project. And that starts with the town residents who voted to approve it. We can all be proud of the process and especially the result. We appreciate your joining us for a truly special moment. Here's to the future and all the beautiful things that will happen within these walls. Thank you. So a couple of logistics. I do want to say that the school building committee members have bricks from the old Stanley School in the Green Wing nurse's office for each of you with a little plaque on them. LBA, Hill, and CTA have one brick with a plaque on it for your company, and then plaques for all of you, so please stop in there and get that. After we cut the ribbon, please go into the cafeteria, we call it the treehouse room, and you'll see why, for refreshments and entertainment by Turtle on a String, our high school led music group. They were played at Porch Fest yesterday. And then we will start organizing tours that will be guided with one of us. So could I have the entire team behind the ribbon, as well as the school building committee? Could I have Mary Pachetti and Suzanne on either side of me? And let's get this ribbon cut.